Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today is Sunday the 9th of November. It's a beautiful day. Perfect weather actually, perfect weather. Not too cold, not too hot. Nice and chill. I'm currently on the way to the gym, and in this video I wanted to talk about why it's essential that you be ruthless with your time. Right? Time is the only non-renewable resource we have in this life. Right, and especially if you have specific goals or a specific goal, one singular purpose, then everything that you do with your time has to be centered around that purpose or whatever your goals are. And not just that, like if you want to live a peaceful life, what I've found is you need to be really selective with how you spend your time and who you spend it with. So what this means is you can't be saying yes to every social outing every opportunity for a social outing that presents itself. You can't be saying yes to everybody. You can't be living kind of aimlessly with your time. You can't be just waking up and going on the fly. You have to be very specific with what you're doing with your time. And there's a spectrum of how serious you could be about this. You could plan your day hour by hour, which I've done before, or you could be a bit more flexible, which is have a bit of a to-do list for the day, and then have a general mental plan of when you want to get things done with some flexibility. So you could be like, for the first half of the day, between 7 to 12 I want to work out and I want to get this task done for my work, and then for the second half of the day I want to do this. So the point is, it's not about how you do it, it's more about being conscious that your time is so essential, especially if you're in your 20s. Especially as a man, 20s is a time to build, is when you have the most energy and ideas. You have to be really selective with your time, bro. You have to be really selective with how you spend it. Be ruthless with your time. And it's not to say you have to be like that always. There's certain periods in my life where I'm a bit more flexible. It's a bit more chill. I'm a bit more open to catching up with friends and being social, especially around festivities. When all the family comes together, I'm kind of forced to be a bit more flexible. I can't say no, I'm not going to come to my grandma's house because I have to use my time for some work related task. No, you also want to live a balanced life. But yeah, I'm just surprised the amount of people that are kind of aimless or with their time. At a bare minimum, you should be waking up every day, including weekends, not just weekdays, with some sort of to-do list, some sort of planning of how you want your day to be structured. A structured life is a good life, in my opinion. So yeah, quick video. Be really ruthless with your time. I recommend that you do an audit of how you've been spending your time recently, how you've been wasting your time specifically. Seneca says it's not that we don't have enough time, or we don't have that long to live. It's that we waste so much time. So think about it in a macro sense. Like, what are you doing on a given week or a day that is just a waste of time, that is not necessary? And also on a micro scale, like, what are the little things that you're doing on a day-to-day that you could probably shave down on in terms of how long it takes you to do, or completely cut out? So yeah, that's the video. Be really ruthless with your time. You own your time. It's something that you never get back. Spend it wisely. Alright guys, I hope that helps, and I'll see you in the next one.